Hello and welcome to the Solution Focused University, our online community for solution focused practitioners from all over the world. And I'm really excited to show you guys around today. So, before we get started, I'll tell you a little bit about the Solution Focused University and how it came to be. You know, as I've traveled around the world teaching people the solution focused approach, a few things have stood out to me. One of which is just how difficult it is for certain people to access solution focused training materials. It seems that no matter where I go, people are asking me, I really enjoyed this lecture, or I enjoyed your book, or someone else's book about solution focused brief therapy. So how do I continue learning this? And that became a really important question for me because it's difficult for certain people to make it to the, solution focused brief therapy conferences or the intensive events being held at certain cities all over the world. Not everybody has access to those events, and not everybody has the resources to get to those cities. And it made me start thinking, like, there's got to be a way so that we can make these materials more accessible to more people. And the other thing that stood out to me is just how important having a network or a community to belong to is. Many people who go on learning solution focused brief therapy and utilizing this approach in their work have these horror stories of the treatment they would receive at their agency or university from their colleagues, peers, professors, people telling them that solution focused brief therapy doesn't work, it's just a band-aid approach, there's no research supporting it. In essence, trying to convince them not to do solution focused work. And that is a very difficult place to be in. I've been there. It happened to me when I was first learning this approach. And I've always believed that having a community of solution focused people to lean on would be crucially important in the development of our own skills. And I think that's where it started. I mean, that was the beginning of my thinking about how to create this. Now, of course, that was about 10, 12 years ago. So didn't really have the means to do it. But as time has evolved and the internet has become this massive tool which we can stay connected and with which we can learn, I started having thoughts about how to do that, and the Solution Focused University was born, which is nothing more than an online community for people to belong to that's going to be updated with amazing content for solution focused resources. So I want to show you around and show you what members of the Solution Focused University will have access to. And let's start with what you're looking at right now. The logo and our kind of tagline, changing the world one miracle at a time. Now that might sound kind of, hokey to some, but to me it's quite real. The only way I could describe some of the changes I've seen my clients make over the years is the word miracle. I mean, things that have happened in my office are indescribably amazing. And I started to realize that it really is miraculous what happened in clients' lives. And there's something remarkable about the way the solution-focused approach works. So if there's one thing that I would really love to do is to completely change the world and help people focused on their own amazing talents and abilities, their own miraculous capacity to change instead of the problems or the problem symptoms in your life. So this is not just some sort of hokey catchphrase. This is really what I believe and what I'm hoping to accomplish by allowing people access to this material, by putting forth something like the Solution Focused University. So let's go ahead and see what you got. So each month you will have a welcome video from me. Right there it says winter 2016. Should say November of 2016. But here, let's check out. So each month there'll be a welcome video here. Hi. See, so I'm not going to listen to me talk right now, but there's a welcome video from me that'll kind of walk you through what that month's features and that month's content will be. And then each month, maybe the highlight for me is the featured lecture that we're going to have each month. And the first month, as you can see there, is my good friend Bill O'Hanlon. Now, Bill would not describe himself as like a true solution-focused purist, so to speak. But I thought it appropriate to start off the very first month with Bill O'Hanlon because, in a lot of ways, he kind of predates solution-focused brief therapy, and he was around with Milton Erickson, which is who Steve DeShazer was very, very studious of, if you will, and also was close friends with Steve DeShazer and Sue Kim Berg. And these ideas were kind of growing out of those conversations in those times. So I wanted to start with Bill for this first month. And Bill's going to talk about using a solution-oriented approach with trauma. So let's see. So there you go. That's the beginning parts of me talking to Bill. And so each month you're either going to get a book review or a research article. And this month's featured research article was written by another good friend of mine, Dr. Johnny Kim, who did an amazing meta-analysis. Let's see, click on it. Did an amazing meta-analysis based upon his doctoral studies and combining all of the outcome research around the world on solution-focused brief therapy, which is pretty amazing. And you'll be able to download that. And by the way, you can download all these things. Let me go back to Bill's video and show you. So you can download this video so that after the month's over, you'll be able to keep it. And I talked about some community. We just opened registration, but we already have a few people kind of leaving comments and things. So that's really what I want. I want us to be connected and to kind of support and chat with one another. So each month also we're going to have live coaching calls, and those calls, for those of you who can't make it on the live calls, because I know not everybody can, the recordings will be posted right here. And then there's continuing education credit. You're going to get 2 continuing education units each month. And this month they'll be available as of December 8th, just because this is the first month we're rolling it in. Once registration closes in a little bit here, we will be posting the subsequent months with all the content. The CEU instructions will be right there. And then, like I said, I want community, so I'd like people to kind of introduce themselves, and got a good group of people here that have joined in, and that's pretty cool. Enjoying that conversation already. And then certain other discussion board topics will be case consultation, just in case, you go off and apply this approach and you get stuck, there's a difficult moment, that sort of thing. You can post your discussion right there. We have to talk about success stories. You got to have hope. And same as before, except instead of getting stuck, I want you to talk about the moments where you had real success and things really took off for you. And then networking and job announcements. Everybody's always asking me, like, where can I find work in the solution-focused community? So here's where people can post that they're looking, or post that they're hiring. And then also we have a student section. Learning this approach as a student is, challenging in some ways and invigorating in others. But this section is where students can come and kind of support one another, get guidance, feedback, mentorship. But I always want to make sure that students have a place to go. And then we have our live coaching calls, and we're going to be posting the schedule for those. The first one will be taking place the first week of December will be the first live coaching call. There'll be at least one live coaching call each month. And then last section will be SFBT resources. And this is where on a monthly basis I will be uploading different content, just things that I come across, videos of live sessions, PowerPoints, things like that. And I'll give you access to those materials. So anyway, there you have it. There is the Solution-Focused Solution-Focused University. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you would be interested in becoming a member during this charter membership enrollment that we have going on right now. It's going to be closing soon, so you have to act fast, but that's what we have on offer for now. So thank you for taking the time to look around with me, and I hope to see you as a member.